Hey, yo. You talked to Venti lately? Maybe I went too far. I don't know. I thought I kept my head screwed on better than usual. I asked all the boys, and Peck said Venti's taking personal time. Digging up scrap in places we ain't gotta go, all so she can give it to... you. She ain't never had a lot of friends, so, like... I think she's worried. Maybe, I don't know. Like somehow she screwed everything up with everybody. Me, you, all the boys. I was gonna talk to her myself, but then Crystal said, you better do it. I might fly off the handle again. But, you guys are pals too, right? Think you can find out what's going on in her head? Maybe cheer her up a little? Hey, thanks. Really appreciate it. Venti's an all-star over at Salvage Co., so yeah, it'd be silly to let something like this come between us. Tell her how we feel, too, if you get the chance, yeah? She's mostly been sitting out front of the scrapyard moping, talking to herself about... something. You can't miss her. Good luck. See ya!
Of rubber scrap. How could I let down Boss Rocky like this? He must be so disappointed in me. It's all my fault. The situation became so awkward, and now my friend probably hates me too. I shouldn't have fallen for. What a fool you are, Venti. That person is the most popular in Sandrock. Venti, you've always known to only chase those who are unattainable, so that when you can't get them, you confirm your own beliefs that you're not good enough. Why couldn't you control yourself this time? What's wrong with you? I lost my job now, and that person I like probably hates me too. It looks like I'll return to being the Venti with nothing from my childhood. Maybe I should just go back. Back to Baja's Junkyard. Back to that trash can. The extra large one that can fit my Venti Cup of Sadness. Oh! Why are you here? Oh, you heard me. Actually, recently I've been looking forward to going to the scrapyard with you more and more. I'm excited to swing a pick hammer with you, watch the stars with you, gossip with you. I enjoy doing anything with you. Eventually, I realized that I've fallen for you. It's okay. It's my own thing, not your problem. You don't have to respond or take it to heart. Just consider it as me talking nonsense. If you feel annoyed by me, you don't have to talk to me or meet me again. However, I still want to look at you from afar. Is that okay? If you mind, I can stop looking, and I would go back to being the old Venti who only minds and doesn't think of anything else. Be strong, Venti. Don't cry. It's okay. I'll be okay in a little while. What's up, sweetheart? Rocky's great. He's always been like a part of me. Wait, that means Peck is my brother. Whoa, I have a brother. That's awesome.
Amazing! This is it! Fantastic work! I knew you could do it. It seems your job is done. But you don't have to be so quick out the door. That is, if you wanted to stay for a while, you certainly could. Really? I'm afraid I'm not usually much for entertaining guests. I suppose I'll have to try my best for you. Why don't we try out this new kiln you've built? I'm sure I could use a bit of assistance. If I'm being absolute honest, I'm a bit afraid to turn it on. What if that masked man is right? What if I can't make the ceramics like he's encountered on his travels? I hope you're right. Though, I'll admit, the whole encounter left me rather uncomfortable. I wanted to set a good example for Avio. I wanted to show him that we shouldn't let ourselves be put down by haughty businessmen. He has a history of letting himself be pushed around, you know. It is very difficult, though, defending one's art in the face of such a connoisseur. Do you think so? I was actually quite terrified. In fact, in the moment, I think it was your advice that came to mind. That mysterious man was being a creep, as you say. A bit cowardly to say such things to my face from behind a mask, isn't it? In any case, I need to stop feeling sorry for myself. Both you and Avio believed in me enough to get us this far, so I simply try my best. There is no more room for doubt. Let's begin! You need to keep your hands steady. Try not to shake. Control your breathing. From a distance, I can't tell who worked on which. You've got quite a knack for these kinds of things. Once the glaze is finished, I'll send one of them to you. Thanks for spending time with me. It was nice chatting and working on this project together. Perhaps it could be said that we make a good team? I'll see you soon. Goodbye for now. Better tools make better commodities. In this way, our lives are the same. But the way you filled up your workshop with improvements, perhaps I'm letting myself be held back by my equipment.
Don't you think it's strange how Chi always insists that everyone call him Director? He's the only person who works in the research center. Who is he directing?
See ya!
Good evening, everyone. And would you look who I've brought with me today? Our very own Mayor Trudy, back from her arduous journey through the desert. Let's give her that warm Sandrock welcome she's surely been missing.
Thank you, everyone. It's nice to be back. And look at what all sprung up since I've been gone. The new bridge, the reinforced water tower. Oh, truly amazing. As I return to my post, I hope to continue to pave the way forward to a better Sandrock.
Well put, Trudy. Now you must tell us, what of your trip to the desert? What about all those experimental seeds you took with you? Surely there must be the beginnings of a new oasis out there now.
Well, I hadn't really prepared anything on that particular subject. I think you can go ahead with whatever you plan to share today.
Pish-posh, old girl. We've all been so worried for you, and so looking forward to hearing about all you've accomplished. Please don't trifle yourself with any formalities. Just speak freely on the subject.
Well, if you insist. The seeds I brought out this time, they didn't survive, once again. However...
Don't be down on yourself, Trudy. Even the cleverest cook can't cook a meal without the right ingredients. More so, the cleverest gardener couldn't grow weeds without water. These are simply the facts of our situation.
Perhaps I really need to start considering importing produce from Portia.
You said you was gonna plant us a whole mess of trees out there and stop them sandstorms. You can't even grow yourself a green bean. Oh man, this is bad. Are we, like, doomed or something?
Now hold on, y'all. Surely that ain't all. I believe Trudy still had more to say before being so rudely interrupted. Trudy, please, continue.
Well, in the midst of my travels, I was able to collect and label a great number of soils and plants that should be beneficial to Zeke's research. Yeah, no need to cheer. That's about it. I'm sorry.
Man, all this time out, and you want to act like a bunch of dirt is gonna help us? I ain't never learned nothing from dirt, except not to eat it. Heck, I got plenty of dirt down at the farm. If you asked nicely, I would have gladly lent you some.
Cooper, soils around here got different nutrients in them. If I can just...
Oh, phooey! My dirt's just as nutritious as it gets. What with all that fertilization influence of the Yakmel and whatnot? It's a regular plant buffet over there. All you can eat.
Hey, come on, guys. Let's look on the bright side. At least our mayor returned to us safe and sound.
Look, if the so-called road to a green desert ends up going nowhere, then we'll build a road somewhere else, right? Just 'cause one idea didn't work doesn't mean we're never going to figure this out.
Apologies if this has been asked already, but plants don't grow in sand, right? Asking for a friend.
All right, simmer down, y'all. I'm sure something will come of Trudy's selfless work. Let's call it here for now. For any official town business, please direct your questions to the mayor from now on. Conserve water and have an omelet, courtesy of Owen.
Your speech was so good!
Thank you, sweetie. I really missed you.
Trudy, there's something to be had in those samples.
Got some ideas I want to bounce off ya.
Take her easy.
Omelets here. Get them while they're lukewarm.
So long, partner.
Omelets here. Get them while they're lukewarm.
I hope Grace didn't put sand in it this time.
Omelets here. Get them while they're lukewarm.
I'll grab an extra for my sister.
Hooray for omelets!
Omelets here. Get them while they're lukewarm.
Hi. So you came to see me off? 3 days went by way too quickly. But I need to go back and take care of my plants. You remember my neighbor raised a pig, right? When that pig gets hungry, it gets really hungry. So you can see why I'm worried. Hey, don't laugh! If that pig eats my graduate project, I'm not gonna be able to graduate for another semester. Yeah, it's all packed. Don't worry. I went to where they sell it, the Wandering Y. Weird name for a ranch. The yak boy and his wife were really friendly. He sat me down and told me about his family history for what felt like eternity. Their cake is famous, though. You're sweet. Don't panic, dear. All right. There's no rush. We still have a little time. Let's chat for a bit.
Train to high wind, now departing. Train to high wind, now departing. Please gather your belongings and board the train.
That's me. I'll see you soon. Hey, when I'm graduated, I'll come see you again, okay? So don't miss me too much. Goodbye, my builder.
Thanks.
There. Uh-huh.
Welcome, one and all, to the world-famous Sandrock's own running of the Yakmels. Shout out to City Hall for inviting me here today. Now, I'll bet some of you are wondering, why the heck do we all get together every year to try to bump Yakmels into each other anyhow? It is with great esteem that I shall now honor an age-old tradition and regale y'all with the tale that started it all, the Shonash Clash. Many years ago, the great-grandparents of our very own ranch couple, Cooper and Mabel, were traveling yak-back through the Eufaula, delivering various supplies up and down to the earliest settlers, long before the railways were ever built. Back then, the only road was through a narrow part of the North Shonash Canyon, and one day these two yak boys were passing through from both ends at the same time. They ran into each other halfway through, their carts in tow, each blocking the other's path. One called out, "You back out so I can get through!" And the other replied, "No, you back out so I can get through. I'm more than halfway through the pass. You back out." "No, you ain't. That's 1/3 and a quarter at best. You back out." This back and forth went on for hours, and pretty soon other travelers showed up and were understandably peeved at the situation. Funny thing about it all is this narrowest part of the pass was no more than 30 meters long. They could have all been out there in a couple of minutes. But no, both of those fellas were too stubborn to back down. Soon enough, push came to shove. Literally. Other folks on Yakback started bumping into our two antagonists, front and back, till it was just bumper yak bedlam. In the craziness of it all, carts were knocked over, packs were cut open, food and other supplies were getting tossed all out on the ground. Before too long, everyone came to their senses. One person started to laugh, then another, and pretty soon they were all tumbling off their mounts, howling over the absurdity of it all. Here, I'm afraid, is where it gets dark. When they all looked around, they noticed that the two fellas who started this whole debacle were both dead as doornails, both of them with their hands wrung out around each other's neck. In all the chaos, it seemed those two boys really never had let their bad blood quit boiling. The rest of them folks, they all picked up their supplies. It had gotten late. They camped out there at the pass and cooked up all the food that had fallen off the mule yaks and carts and such, conversing all about what had happened. Word spread and, well, here we are, all these years later, still commemorating the event. So all y'all, I invite you to partake in the festivities. Hop on a Yakmel, bump into your best friend, and try not to take it too personal if you get bumped yourself. With all that being said, I hereby declare the Sandrock annual running of the Yakmel Festival begun!
See ya.
See ya!
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Catch you later.